There was nothing more I would have wanted than to spend the rest of my life with her, playing shuffleboard and eating dinner at noon, doing whatever old couples did. It should have been easy. I mean, everyone complains about how hard it is to find someone in New York City. Once you find the right person, you hold on to them for dear life. Unfortunately, I had to do the opposite. Amanda nearly lost her life because of me, because of my work, and because being a reporter was in my blood. I shuddered to think that it was only a matter of time before those odds caught up. So I left her, in the middle of the street. And every day since, I've had to think about my decision. We have not spoken in 6 months. My apartment, once warm with her presence, was now cold and uninviting. The stove, where we used to burn our attempts at lasagna, hadn't seen a pan in weeks. The place reeked of carelessness, abandoned by an owner who felt like a stranger in his own home. Work had always been my passion. Now it was my whole life. Underneath my desk was a small duffel bag, in which I kept a clean shirt, slacks, and a pair of loafers. Every other day I would venture back to that unfamiliar home, unload the dirty laundry, and pack up a clean change of clothes. Every other week the accumulation of soiled attire would be sent to the cleaners, and the cycle would start again. I would change in the men's room, always drawing a few "were you just wearing that?" looks from my colleagues. I heard a noise behind me, turned to see Evelyn Waterstone striding up to my desk. Evelyn had barely given me the time of day when I first started working at the Gazette, but she'd warmed considerably over the past few months. Evelyn was in her late 50s, a solid tree stump of a woman who commanded attention, respect, and made everyone leap to the side when she walked by. Like many of the newspaper's top talent, Evelyn was unmarried and childless. She was also one of the best editors in the business. Somehow I'd grudgingly gained her respect. I figured as long as I kept my head down and did what I did best, it would stay that way. "Got your story, Parker," she said, barely slowing down as she approached, then stopping abruptly before she knocked my desk over. "I swear you must have replaced your brain this year, or taken basic grammar and spelling lessons. I haven't had to smack my head in frustration at your copy in almost a month. You keep it up like this, I might actually be able to cut back on the migraine medication." "They say reading is the cure for all ills," I said. Evelyn eyed me skeptically. "Who said that?" "You know, they." "Tell they that they can shove their quotations up my keister. Anyway, keep up the not-so-terrible work. You're giving me more time to spend with crustaceans whose brains haven't fully grasped the I before E concept." Evelyn shot a glance towards Frank Rourke, the city's top sports columnist, to whom grammar was a term of endearment for his mother's mother. Then Evelyn leaned forward, sniffed, scrunched up her nose. "My God, Parker, you stink worse than O'Donnell the morning after St. Patrick's Day. Your pieces might be clean, but you reek like my nephew's diaper. Go home and shower, seriously. Otherwise I'll tell Wallace he has a rodent infestation on the 12th floor. I'm not that bad, am I?" I raised an arm, took a whiff, and immediately nodded in agreement. "I'm on my way." When Evelyn had left, I took the duffel out from beneath my desk, opened it, took a whiff, closed it right up. Maybe it was best to just burn this load. I grabbed the bag, left the office, took a cab to my apartment. I blew in the door, took a 3-minute shower, and 7 minutes after that, I was wearing a fresh outfit with a spare packed away. Another cab brought me back to Rockefeller, where I strode in the door with a sense of pride that I knew was well undeserved. I waved to the night security team. They were too busy watching a ball game to wave back. I took the elevator back to 12. The newsroom was nearly empty. A quiet newsroom felt like an unnatural beast, but I'd grown used to it. I opened my drawer, pulled out a down pillow I'd bought myself as a present. I took a fresh pillow cover from the bag, pulled it on. Buried somewhere in those drawers, beneath a mountain of paper, was a photo of Amanda. I had taken it at a concert at Jones Beach last summer. It was